Hello, 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 hello. My name is MeganBatoon, and I am coming to Chicago. Crumbs. Respect. We get it. Wait for the cat remnants to settle. I'll be in Chicago on June 16th doing a live show of Just a Tip. It'll be very exciting. It's the first time that I've ever done this before, so come be a part of history. It'll be just like Hamilton, except for no singing. That's about it. Everything else, it's just like Hamilton. I'll put a link to the tickets in the description box. Don't know the time, we'll figure it out. I think it's a Sunday, and that's that. So, keeping with the theme of tips and advice, I asked you to fill in the blank where it says I need tips on blank, and I'm gonna try to get through as many of these as possible. For skincare, I think the most important thing is SPF and water. If you drink coffee or if you're having an alcoholic beverage, for every sip of a drink, take a sip of water. I'm not doing it now, don't follow my example. Making the first move on your crush. Reply to an Instagram story. A tip on calligraphy, go slow. Good tip on organizing. Whenever you're organizing something, be ruthless in what you keep. A lot of times I keep a bunch of stuff because I feel bad about it, but it just ends up cluttering more just because I don't want to let something go. Let it go. This one says traveling comfortably, and I don't know if that means via the amount of legroom you have or what you're wearing, but I'm gonna use it in a completely different way. You're welcome. In order to travel comfortably, I think give yourself enough time to get to wherever you need to be. If you need to be somewhere at 12 o'clock, make yourself believe that you need to be there at 11:45 because there's so many things that happen in the world that are gonna deter you from being on time. I'm the most comfortable when I'm not rushing or stressed. The one right next to it says time management. Same tip. Ooh, this one says recognizing when I'm tripping. Let's get into it. When something happens to you, if you remind yourself that it's a neutral event, then whatever is coming up for you, or if you're resisting something, you can ask yourself, why am I resisting this? And then whenever you realize that, then you can cognitively go the other way before you start to trip again. Does that make sense? Finding a job. Apply everywhere. Filming. Have a microphone. I remember when I was doing Internet Icon years ago.
Fix the audio. Oh, the audio drives me insane because that's like 50% of your video.
And I didn't realize that that was a huge deal. And he is so right. I will always remember that for the rest of my life. It is equally important. Finding my personal style and not grabbing trendy clothes that I will lose interest in. I don't think it's bad to be attuned to what's around you and be influenced by it because that's how you develop something. But find what you feel best in, find what you could wear every single day. If you were a cartoon character, what outfit would you be in for the entire series? I would use that as home base. Getting along with my older sister. Older or younger, opposite genders or whoever it may be, everyone likes to be included. Ask her about anything. Styling my short hair. First of all, just think twice before you cut your hair short. It's just a lot. That's the first tip. Then the tip for actually styling the short hair is using a smaller curling iron barrel. That has changed my life. Decorating a bedroom. I think candles and plants make any room cozy. Moving on. You can't go around it. I think I've said this before. You have to go through it. Feel the pain, get some ice cream. Also take all their stuff and get it out of your eyesight. Out of sight, out of mind, with their social media, with their tangible items that you still may have. Here's one thing that I dealt with after a long relationship of mine. I had made so many memories all over Los Angeles with different people that are no longer in my life. But instead of never going back because that was our place, I made sure to go back with other people in my life that I really love, and I made new memories. Outfits for a whole week on the beach. Go to a nude beach, no outfits. How to look professional. If you wanna look a little bit more polished, and that doesn't mean you just spend a lot of money in order to get button-ups or tailored pants. It's just like iron a shirt, brush your hair. That could be something that maybe I could take a tip from. Starting conversations or making new friends. This is hard as an adult. The only way that I've made new friends as an adult, some of them are through the internet, thanks internet. Other times it's going to an event with another friend of mine. The main tip for starting a conversation, I personally compliment them about something that sticks out about them that I really like, and then I ask a follow-up question about that. So if I really like their hair, I would compliment their hair, and then, how often do you wash it? Wow, I really like your watch. What time is it? Probably won't work, actually. Now that I think about it, they'll tell you the time and then you move on. But then you can keep asking them what time it is, and then it'll always be a different answer if you wait at least a minute. That's a conversation. Technically, it's two people conversing. That's terrible advice. Compliment them, follow up. Okay, this one says anxiety. 3 breaths does a lot. Also journaling. Journaling really helps. If you have enough time, 30 minutes, set an alarm on your phone and just journal all of your feelings. Don't even pick up your pen once. Eating okay. This is what I started to do lately is whenever I go out, I'll choose one thing that sounds really good to me and then I'll just go, okay, what's one step healthier than this exact one? Today, I was gonna get a Southwestern chicken salad. I ended up getting a Cobb salad. They're probably tantamount in badness for you. I stick with the initial tip. Whatever you choose, just go one healthier. Men's summer fashion. Don't wear flip-flops. Ooh, this one is asking for a tip on being a human being. Crumbs, crumbs, crumb, crumb, crumbs, crumb, crumb, crumbs. Thank you. I think just understanding that we are all the same. We all just want to be loved and we want connection. So just being nice to one another. Hey, lavalier, 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 stop, lavalier, lavalier, lavalier. Also, when we compare ourselves and when we're competing for whatever it is, stop it, please. Oh my gosh. Can you stop? There is space for everyone to succeed, and everyone wins when no one loses anything. I think that's a tip on being human. We can all win. Tip on being positive. I mean, we've all heard this before. Instead of saying you have to, change it to you get to. Tip on living in LA. Set aside a fund for Los Angeles County love letters, which is what my friend Sky calls parking tickets. Relationships where 2 people are in the same field. I feel like there's an opportunity for you both to learn from each other. Lavalier is staring directly into my face. This is terrifying. So I think helping each other and learning from each other is gonna be the best option. Oh, here, the main tip is don't compare yourself. Done. A tip on self-confidence and self-worth. I feel like a lot of times we say things to ourselves that we would never say about somebody else. For every negative thing you say about yourself to yourself, combat it with one positive thing. Pushing myself. Whenever I feel like I'm coasting and not pushing myself, it's because I'm scared of failing. In NLP, they say there's never failure, there's only feedback. If you go into a scenario and you fail, instead of taking it as a failure, take it as feedback of what you can improve on for the next time that you find yourself in the same situation. Quick, healthy snacks. Opal apples are my favorite thing to eat and also say. Long-term relationships. Do something that they are not expecting. Keep some of the things that you guys were doing in the beginning of the relationship when it was during the infatuation phase. If in the beginning of the relationship you were saying all of these nice things and being very interested in what they had to say, and then 2 years down the road you're just bickering, maybe say some nice things again and get interested in what they're doing and what they're saying so that they can feel seen like they did the first time you looked at them. A quick tip on boys. Oof. Can you tell where I'm at in my life by my facial expressions to this one? Make them feel like they're needed, give them freedom, acknowledge them, but don't take any shit. Making and keeping friends. We talked about making friends, but keeping them, friendship is a verb. You have to do it to have it. As long as you keep watering it and keep nurturing the connection, you'll keep a friend. How to regain power and dignity over my cat. She's too powerful now. Lavalier, care to advise? Her assistant said she's busy. Tip on saving money. There's apps out there that I think round up to the dollar. So whatever the difference is between what you bought and then the next dollar up, they take that amount and put it into a separate account, and then that will accumulate. You're saving money, but not consciously. I think that's the most brilliant way to save money because it does add up. Otherwise, whenever you get a paycheck, take 30% of it and put it away. Surviving a friendship breakup. Spend time with other friends that you really enjoy. Not everyone is in your life forever. How to move house and DIY on a budget. Okay, Goodwill is my best friend for stuff like this. All of these books are from Goodwill. I have never cracked them open. They are just for the color of them. A fun little decor tactic that I use in truly every room of my house. I'm giving dissertations on all of this and I need to go quicker. Okay, here we go. How to sweep my girlfriend off her feet. Chivalry is never out of style. Open her doors. Surprise her with flowers. These things are cliche for a reason. But the one thing, oh my God, the one thing that would sweep any girl off of her feet is if you just sit down with her, ask her how she is and how she feels and what she thinks about things and, just have a conversation with her. A tip on speed reading. Play an audiobook at 2 times the speed. Best ways to find yourself again after defining yourself as part of somebody else for so long. Make a list of things that you feel the most fulfilled when you do them. And then make a conscious effort to do one of those things at least once a week just for yourself. Don't invite anybody else. You're taking yourself on this date with you. Being cheated on. Don't think of it as something that someone did to you, because you weren't there. How to gift things for my girlfriend when she doesn't even know what she wants. I'm sure she's talked about something. Make a note in your phone, and anytime she mentions anything, write it down. Crushes. I think I read this somewhere. It was like, if they like you, you'll know. If they don't, you'll be confused. Which kind of hurts, but it seems pretty true. Ooh, okay, a quick tip on escape rooms is communicate with your team. Tell everybody what you found and where you found it exactly. Try everything. Even if you think somebody has a dumb idea, just do it. Because that's why escape rooms are so cool. It's because not one person can think in all of the different ways that a group of people can think that have different mindsets and different experiences. Continuing to create even when you don't like what you're creating and how to get past it. I think just take a step back and realize why you don't like what you're doing. Figure out what you do like, and maybe you can start making stuff that's in that realm. Getting a good night's sleep. Stop being on your phone at least an hour before bed. A quick tip on books. Make a goal to read at least 20 pages a day. My favorite books are humorous essays. They're funny, they go super quick, and I feel really good when I finish them. Flirting. Be playful and have fun with it. Quick tip on vlogging is make sure that it's okay to vlog in front of people. It's not really like this anymore, but I remember a couple years ago, no one would ask anyone if it was okay to vlog. And it's like, you know, privacy. What if you're tired? What if you don't want to be on that day? What if you're a vegan and eating fish on somebody else's channel? It's a lot. Ask permission. Taking risks I know I'll regret, but also knowing I'll regret not taking them. This sounds like a lose-lose situation. How do you know that you're gonna regret the risk if you take it? What if it's amazing? If you're worried about regretting something that you're not doing, that should be all of the push you need to actually take the risk and do it. I say take the risk and reevaluate after you've done that. Quick tip on pens, the Pilot G2 and the Poppin' pen. There's a Poppin' pen from Target and I love it. How to deal with the fear of flying. Anytime there's turbulence, just imagine that you're on a roller coaster. How to kiss a boy for the first time. Put your lips on their lips and don't make them hard. Your tongue shouldn't be darty or pointy, and don't like swirl it in like a SpongeBob-y fashion. Just like try and taste their tongue. And that's been Kissing with MeganBatoon. A quick tip on moving, if you can afford it, / it's always worth it to afford it, hire movers. Dealing with comments on my YouTube videos. If it's like blatant hate, whatever. But sometimes within comments that don't stroke our egos, sometimes there's something to learn from. TV shows. I mean, Schitt's Creek, great TV show. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, really good. I had to stop watching it because I was feeling some type of way because Jake Peralta was a fake character that I couldn't date. And then when I Googled Andy Samberg, he wasn't only married, he had a kid. So every iteration of the Jake and Andy persona, I couldn't have. So I had to stop watching it. I'm insane. Also the other two. What to order at Taco Bell. 5-layer cheesy double beef burrito. Did I make that up? I'm sure that's something. Taco Bell's menu is just a mad lib of their ingredients. They're all the same thing. They're just kind of like wrapped up in a different thing. Crunchwrap Supreme. Cheesy Fiesta potatoes. I remember one time I was in the drive-thru at Taco Bell in high school with my friend Grace. We ordered, I don't know if all Taco Bells are like this, but they used to have how much your total was on a big screen right next to the drive-thru window. And we looked at the screen of the car in front of us and we were like, oh my God, who spends $41.17 at Taco Bell? And then the other car drove off and then we drove up to pay $41.17. Keeping in shape, don't spend $41.17 at Taco Bell. How to feel confident in a decision. The quickest way to make a decision and know exactly what you want to do is flip a coin, decide whatever heads and whatever tails is. Mid-air, you will find yourself hoping for one of the sides. Tips for always away cat owners. I have an automatic pet feeder that's set for every couple of hours to dole out the amount that each cat can have. I also have this water jug that senses whenever the water is low and then it just fills itself in. It's right here. I got it off of Amazon and the gallon lasts like 2 weeks. And then whenever you get back, you just go like this. How How to become better at public speaking. I think don't try to be funny and get to the point. I know when I'm really nervous, I keep rambling to see if maybe I'll figure out what I'm saying by the time I get to the end of the sentence. I think just get to the point and be honest. Okay, here's the last one I think I will do. How to forgive people and grow. Everybody is trying their best with what they have. Everyone has been through a lot. And God, are you there? It's me trying to film a video. We all have pain and trauma that we are dealing with the best that we can. So how to forgive people? I mean, I'm sure they want to forgive themselves too. I think if you take the responsibility for creating the space for whatever happened to happen, then it'll be a little bit easier to forgive someone that did something because they didn't do it to you. They did something. And in turn, it hurt you, but they did it based off of whatever stories they were telling themselves. So if in your mind somebody did something wrong, leading up to that one event, what have you done or said or didn't say that opened up a space for whatever to happen to happen? Taking ownership of whatever you did or didn't do makes forgiving somebody else easier. Whatever decision they made it because they thought it was the best in that situation for whatever it is. Even if it was something horrible or terrifying in your mind, it was checking off a box on something inside of them and they decided to do what they did. And it's on them. I feel like all of these are so deep and home remedies for the flu, oscillococcinum and Lugao. How to stop being addicted to my phone, delete all the apps and put it in a different room. Building healthy new habits, habit stacking. It's when you start a new habit right after you do something that you always do. The sun is eating me alive. If you want to start working out, then say every day after I brush my teeth, then I will put my running shoes on and go to the gym. It doesn't matter what you do at the gym, as long as you put your shoes on and go to the gym, after enough repetition, that will become its own habit. How to dress cute even with an ankle brace. Jumpsuits. Without an ankle brace, jumpsuits. Those are tips for, I guess, life. Those are a lot of life tips. If you want more tips, a little less sporadic, I can't promise the less sporadic. I have an advice podcast called Just a Tip. It's a lot of tangents, a lot of stories, a lot of really good nuggets from people that I really respect. A lot of different mentalities and mindsets. We're coming to Chicago on June 16th. After all of this time being able to speak, it's come back to this. Never forget your roots. June 16th, Talia Theater, Chicago. I'll be there, and so should you. Best of luck at living your life. That is the weirdest sign off, but it's the one I'm going with.